Alright guys, welcome to FX Elite YouTube channel. Today we're going to go over the correct way to backtest. I know a lot of times as traders we try to figure out what's the best way that we can practice trading when the market's closed. So if you don't have a simulating software and you have a Mac computer, I know most of the softwares don't work for a Mac computer, so if you do have a Mac computer and you're unable to get the software, you do have access to this platform called TradingView, and I'm going to show you a couple of ways where you can simulate live trading. Some of the tools that we're going to use this chart obviously, and then we're really going to utilize this replay feature. So I'm going to use GBP AUD. What I like to do is I like to go back in time. So I choose any date. When you're choosing a date, you want to make sure that it's not too far from where the market closed. That's because sometimes the lower and lower you get on the time frames, it won't load the data if it's too old. So I usually try to stay within the years range. So make sure I'm in 2018. So I'll just pick a random date. I'll do, okay. So I chose August 16th, right? So after I choose a date, right, you want to make sure that you remember that date, right? August 16th. On this go to button here, it'll save it for you. All right, so you want to go to, make sure it's August 16th. Good. After that, I'm going to go to line option here, and I'm going to choose vertical line, and I'm going to put that right here. Okay, so this line is going to stay here. This line is for the time frames. Okay, so I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. So after you draw that line, you want to go to replay, bar replay, and I'm going to put the bar replay right where I have my vertical line. Okay, and as you can see, the replay feature kind of erases price, right? So then now it's almost as if you can go back in time. So I can play price again, so you can do analysis based off of it. So you can practice using some of the technical things such as trend lines, support and resistance zones, and see whether or not your analysis was correct. Right? So you can kind of play with it, see if price goes the way you predicted. Okay. Now, if you want to utilize this with the time frames, that's why I have this vertical line here. You could just go to, so I'll go to a lower time frame. I'll go to the 15-minute chart. Right, I'm going to go to, right, so I'm going to make sure that I go back to where I was on the 15-minute chart. So it was on August 16th. Right, and now it'll show me August 16th on the 15-minute time frame. I'll go back to bar replay. Make sure it's on this vertical line. Right, now this gray zone I have is still that resistance zone that I drew off the H4 time frame. Right, so I know like a lot of times when we're doing analysis, and we're trading live, we tend to mark off certain things based on the different time frames. So that's why I have this vertical line here, just so it'll take you exactly to where you were when you were on the higher time frame. So just to recap, just start somewhere. I chose August 16th. From there, you can utilize this replay feature. And you can do your analysis and see see if you know what you're doing or not. Alright, so I can mark off certain things. I'll do this. Here. And then when I go back on the 15-minute chart, right, I have to go back to where I was. So I'll go back to August 16th. And it'll take me right here. Right, so then now I can just start where I left off. Yep, so this is that same circle that I drew on the 4 hour. If you want to, you can go to replay. And you can continue. Alright, so this is probably the best way to practice trading. I know a lot of times we tend to watch different videos to get further knowledge about the market. But guys, the best practice is being on the chart. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you guys next time.